Thank you for these. By the way, if you're asking, is that where the victims of Robert Durst are buried? Here? You'd be correct. Let's begin. First up, this year's brackets. In fact, they look like this. Let me just make a disclaimer right up front. I don't give a about your stupid ass brackets, okay? Hey man, how are your brackets? You bust your brackets yet? What's up with your brackets? If you're an adult and you've ever asked someone how their bracket is, you deserve to be beaten to death with a garden rake in front of your moron children. Well, Luke, answer the question. How is your bracket? It's busted, motherfucker. So drop dead. And keeping in theme with all the brackets is a bracketologist. Now, you may have seen these charlatans parade their snake oil as they go on TV, claiming to be a bracketologist. Yeah, you're a bracketologist, motherfucker. I'm sure that's what you are. Here's the deal, Slick. I don't give a who you are. You don't get to call yourself anything-ologist unless it comes with a credentialed academic degree. You're a bracketologist in the same way I'm a Brazzers-ologist. Hey everyone, look, it's my dog Barbas, the world's foremost cat poop eating ologist, Esquire the Fourth. Mayweather and Pacquiao, they're gonna have the biggest boxing fight, at least from a commercial standpoint, on May 2nd. I don't know if you heard the news. Here are these two jokers right here. The gate at the MGM Grand Garden Arena for just 15,000 seats is a whopping $74 million. That's about 14 million more than the last Super Bowl, which was held in a stadium. You might be asking, well, how can they get that kind of money out of these seats? Easy answer. They just don't release them to the public. In fact, less than 1,000 will ever be sold to the average Joe, if the average Joe can even afford it. So congratulations to Mayweather and Pacquiao for having the first professional boxing fight that's fought in front of not a single solitary boxing fan. Next up, Mike Florio, head of Pro Football Talk, who does, I would say, actually a pretty respectable job for the most part on his beat, but he got in a little bit of hot water recently. Old Mike Florio couldn't believe that people were supportive of Chris Borland from the San Francisco 49ers for retiring at just age 24 because he was concerned about head trauma. Florio saying, look, people do all kinds of jobs in America for not even a fraction of that kind of money with at least those kinds of brain risks or other injuries. According to Mike Florio, Chris Borland just doesn't appreciate the opportunity the good old NFL gave him. He's anti-football because he's pro-brain health. In fact, you have to give Mike Florio credit. That man's got one hell of a gag reflex. I haven't seen someone swallow a sword like that since I went to the circus. Also in the news, the saddest thing you've ever heard in your life, the Veteran Combine. Here's Michael Sam. You might remember Michael Sam, the first openly gay player drafted in the NFL. He took part in the Veteran Combine. Didn't particularly stand out, but if there was one takeaway from the Veteran Combine, it's that if you're not in the NFL, you don't deserve to be in the NFL. First of all, the Veteran Combine concept, does that not sound to you like an Adam Sandler movie? Look, we've all got dreams. Your dreams don't mean shit. All my life, I wanted to be on national television, to have my own national television show, and I did. And then it got canceled. And now I'm here in the Gimp's basement from Pulp Fiction with a balsa wood set behind me with a literal glory hole. The draft process, very inefficient. The elimination process, pretty spot on. Last, but certainly not least, the Apple Watch. A product designed for people who realize that having an iPhone is no longer sufficient in social situations to make everything all about you. And you might be saying, no, Luke, I've seen the gadget reviews. Don't you know how handy this thing is? You can page an Uber ride with it. Yeah, I hope you get one. And like Garfield treats Nermal, it takes your ass to Raqqa, so you're forced to live with ISIS. I hope they charge automatic surge pricing too, bitch. There are gonna be some varieties of the Apple Watch that are $10,000 or more. Look, if you wanna spend 5 figures on something that looks really cool and then gets old fast, get married. You can save the 10 grand and buy something useful with it, like helping me out to get me out of this set made from asbestos that's been glued together with construction pallets. Every time I do one of these shows, I get a new form of cancer and ass splinters, so forget the watch and maybe help me out.